So if you wanted to get into a Tesla Model Y right now with $0 down, would it actually make sense to lease it or to finance it? So in this video, we're gonna break down the real lease cost, the finance payment, the buyout option, mileage limits, depreciation. So let's break this down as simple as possible. Tesla is showing a Model Y at around $658 a month with $0 down. Now at first glance, that honestly doesn't sound terrible at all. But here's where a lot of people get caught. That number does not include estimated taxes or fees. And the second you click this little box, that payment jumps from $658 to about $706 a month. That's almost another $50 a month instant. And honestly, this is where you should never just look at the first payment that Tesla shows you. Always click the taxes and fee box because that's way closer to what you'll actually be paying. And another thing people are confused about with leases is $0 down does not really mean $0 up front. Tesla still shows you a due delivery amount. Without taxes and fees included, it was around $1,354. With taxes and fees included, it was closer to $1,443. And all that really just includes is your first month's payment, acquisition costs, and estimated taxes depending on where you live. So yes, $0 down sounds great until you realize you have all those fees that you actually have to pay for up front and you actually can't put anything down for it. If you guys really like this real world Tesla stuff, definitely stick around because I'm going to be covering more stuff like this: leasing, financing, ownership cost, road trips, charging, all of it. And also, if you're looking into getting a Tesla at some point for yourself, my referral link is down below if you want to click it and see what incentives Tesla is offering at the moment. Now, if you're newer to leasing, here's honestly the simplest way to think about it. When you lease a car, you're not paying for the whole car. You're basically paying for a part of the car used during those 3 years. Think of this almost like a pizza. You're paying for slices that you eat. That's basically what a lease is. Tesla's estimating how much value the car is going to lose in those 3 years, and your lease payment is just basically covering that depreciation plus taxes, fees, and interest. Now, once I actually did the math on this lease, things got a little bit interesting. Using the tax included payment of around $706 a month over 36 months plus the due at the delivery amount, the total lease comes out to roughly $26,000 over those 3 years, which means the real monthly cost is closer to around $726 a month when you spread everything out. And honestly, this is just starting to look like a finance payment. Now, this is honestly one of the biggest parts that surprised me because I didn't know you could do this. Because a lot of people still think leasing a Tesla just means drive it for 3 years, you give it back, and you walk away. But Tesla is now offering a buyout option directly on the website. For this Model Y, the buyout was around $28,000 after the lease ends. And honestly, that's just gonna make leasing way more interesting now. Because now it's almost like try the car before you fully want to commit to this. You can drive the car for 3 years, see how EV ownership fits your lifestyle, see how the battery holds up, see where the Tesla tech gets you, and then decide if you actually want to keep it. And honestly, with how fast Tesla changes all the time, this might matter a bit more if you want to be ahead of the curve and have all the new tech every single time they come out with something new. Because we're already hearing things about hardware 5, better FSD, better batteries, better efficiency, robo-taxi conversation, and more. So if you're the type of person that wants all that new stuff and feel it and try it out and maybe film stuff, leasing honestly starts making a lot more sense now. But here's where financing gets a little bit interesting. Tesla is showing this same Model Y is around $664 a month at 0.99 APR. It's really just the interest rate that changes everything, because with 0.99, this is insanely low right now. Most car loans today are extremely higher than that, around 6 or 8% depending on your credit score and some other factors here. And that's why these payments end up sitting surprisingly closer to the lease deal. But here's something really important that you need to take note of if you're looking to buy this. So while I was building this Model Y on the Tesla app, you can't actually get 0.99 APR with true $0 down. And this honestly confused me at first too, because if you put $0 down at delivery, Tesla bumps up the APR around 2.99. But the second I changed the due delivery amount to around $742, I get back that 0.99 APR. So technically the super low APR is still requiring money up front And honestly, that changes the comparison a little bit because now the finance side isn't truly zero down anymore if you want the best rate. And this is exactly why you need to pay attention to the details when you're buying these cars online, because tiny changes like this can completely change the APR, monthly payment, and the total cost of the car. But even with all that being said, if you qualify for that 0.99% rate, financing still becomes very attractive because unlike leasing, you don't have to worry about mileage limits, you don't have to worry about lease end fees, and eventually the car actually becomes yours. And this is another huge thing people really need to think about. This lease is based on 10,000 miles per year. And honestly, that just disappears quick, especially if you commute far, you take road trips, you drive a lot for work, or you just enjoy driving the car. Because once you go over those limits, Tesla is charging you extra for those miles. And Tesla is showing up to around 25 cents per mile. Go 5,000 miles over, that's another $1,000 you're paying. And honestly, this is why I usually tell people, if you drive a ton, financing probably makes the most sense. Because now you're not having to worry about added mileage that, I might go over, I might not. You actually start enjoying the ownership of the car, and that's really important. So honestly, this is like one of those situations where things aren't perfectly one-sided versus the other, because I can genuinely see both sides. If you want lower commitment, protection from depreciation, and the flexibility to upgrade when the newer Tesla tech comes out, because we know it's coming, leasing honestly makes a lot more sense, especially now that Tesla includes a buyout option. But if you're qualifying for that 0.99% and plan on keeping this car long term, financing becomes really attractive because these payments are pretty close and the car actually becomes yours. My simple answer to all of this would have to be this: if you're a short-term Tesla owner, just lease it. If you want to be a long-term owner, finance this thing. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys are getting a Model Y right now, are you gonna lease or finance it? Me personally, I think financing it just works better for me. Although I understand if you want to get the new tech and stuff like that. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe, like, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching.